everyone. Welcome to Mentors for IAS. This is a very unique initiative for mentorship for civil service examination, in which we are going to do the handholding for all the stages of the examination, prelims, mains, or interview. So, as part of that, we are conducting the mains mentorship program, that is the master's mentorship program, which is conducted by the people who have more than 10 years of experience in this field. And as part of that, we are conducting few sessions on the answer writing, essay, and even the ethics. So in that, I am dealing with some of the nuances of the essay. So in those nuances, we are taking a very small, unorthodox things and trying to make your essay as a unique piece of writing. So it is done with the aim of getting more marks in the mains. So as part of that, I am dealing with the last part of the essay, that is generally our conclusion. So how one conclusion has to be. So definitely in the flow of your essay, we are writing an introduction, then we are writing a thesis statement, then we are writing the keywords explanation, then we are writing the body. So this will get around 70% of the marks. So all these things together around 20% of the marks. And when it comes to the conclusion, it will fetch around 10% of the marks. So ideally, a conclusion has to be of around 80 words or a bigger paragraph. Everyone has to understand that your last paragraph is conclusion. And don't make 2 to 3 paragraphs in your conclusion. So one conclusion has to be one paragraph. That's it. So not less than that and not more than that. So basically, how your conclusion has to be. Is it a summary of your entire essay? No. This is a school way of writing the conclusion. You are writing everything and finally you are telling A, B, C, D we have written. No. Even your introduction, is it a summary of your essay? No. Both your introduction and conclusion are part of your essay, not the summary of your essay. So how our conclusion has to be. The flow of the essay, it has come, you have done with that. You have to consider this conclusion as something which is related to your introduction. So you are making the sense of the introduction also, and you are giving a very logical climax to that. And you are trying to generate hope. You are trying to generate the positivism. And since you are writing for the civil service examination and you are the people who have to find the solutions, you should not raise the question and leave it to the open-ended debate. So you have to conclude. That means you have to put an end to this discussion by telling the futuristic positive things. So that is why the conclusion is a logical climax to your introduction, because in introduction you have told a very light thing with which you have entered to the body with different ideas, and finally you are trying to conclude. So basically, from the start to the end, your essay has to be one piece of writing, not the different pieces. So that is why you should give a proper logical climax. For example, if you have written a quote in the beginning, maybe you end up with a quote at the end also. Maybe you have started with the poem in the beginning, you end with the poem. Maybe you have started a story of, let's say, Amar and Akbar. So maybe you give a proper climax to that Amar and Akbar story. So that makes a unique way of, like concluding. And no compromise as far as the positivism is concerned. You should not like tell the negative things at the end. For example, it is about the potential of India. You should not be pessimistic that nothing is going to happen with respect to the future of India. We are going to be doomed. Nothing like that. India will be here only. Nothing will change in this society. So either negative or the pessimistic things should not come. So you have to end up in a very high note, very good note. Though things are not proper, though things are not normal, at least you have to generate a hope through your essay that somewhere some ray of hope is there, and even evaluator should be enthralled that this person is a person who sees positivity and who is more optimistic, and he is suitable or she is suitable for the civil servant. So those things and the futuristic things. Have a vision about this topic. Maybe it is about health. Maybe after 30 years, how our health infrastructure is going to be. What about our out-of-pocket expenditure? How will be our mortality rate? how will be our child health, all that thing, try to conclude in that one. So basically it has to be positive, optimistic, and futuristic. And this is the final note of your essay. It has to be super good or the best. It's okay if you write a normal thing or a very pretty ordinary thing in your body. That's all fine. But while you are concluding, you have to conclude it on a very high energy. This high energy will come only when you think positively, optimistically, and futuristically. So people try to write Jai Hind, Jai Bharat, all that thing at the end. This is not the political speech. And don't raise the question at the end like, will India prosper? Will India grow? Don't put the questions like that. You tell that, yes, India is going to prosper. And yes, India is going to grow. So, like this, you have to conclude at the end. So, that is the high note that you are ending with, and the evaluator will give you higher marks if you end up your essay like that. So, these are the smaller things, like that we have to keep in our mind while writing essay. It is not about, like dumping your facts there. It is not about, like mugging up something, the ready-made essay, and putting that into your paper. Your essay has to be unique. Every paragraph has to be unique, and the flow has to be unique. And who is deciding it? Yourself. So similarly, your conclusion has to be very important, and it should be like a policy maker. So if you are made a policy maker, how you are going to see this topic throughout, how you are going to draw the concluding remarks on this. So that is what they are looking for, and that is what a civil servant has to do. So like this, we are covering so many important things and the very basic yet powerful things as far as the examination mentoring is concerned. So please stay tuned with us for such sessions, and also try to avail the benefit of the programs that we conduct, especially the mains mentorship program meant for 2024. Thank you. Thank you very much.